Hi, I'm Amanda Golingi, Tourism Content Coordinator here at Townsville Enterprise. Today I'll be talking to you about a fun part of my job, which is creating videos. I'll take you through some tips and tricks for creating awesome video content to use on your social media platforms. Why should you be using video? Here are some key stats. In Australia, 1 in 3 minutes spent online is spent on social media. 18 million Australians are now active on social media, which is 71% of our total population. Social media posts with videos have 48% more views. So, in short, social media plus video equals a winning combination. So we already know that videos are engaging and memorable, making it perfect for the tourism industry because it allows people to see for themselves. The current pandemic has really highlighted the important role video plays in connecting with people when it's physically out of the question. What social media platforms are there? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Vimeo, Snapchat, and TikTok, to name a few. We use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Did you know that 60% of the total Australian population are active users of Facebook? Also, what's great about Facebook and Instagram is that content is directly shareable to online messaging apps like Messenger and WhatsApp. So, what kind of video should you create? Here are some content ideas to get you started. You can then pick what's applicable to your business. A tour of your business or attraction, like this tour of the Heritage Tea Room. Or this tour of the Strand, which I filmed while scootering, by the way. Or can you do something really cool like hop on a kayak and take people exploring a shipwreck like Adam from Aquascene Charters did? Or exploring an underwater shipwreck like Yongala Dive? A day in your shoes. If you've got interesting characters on your team, then feature them, or feature a creature like Billabong Sanctuary has been doing. Behind the scenes. This type of content is excellent in building familiarity and relatability. For example, Reef HQ posted an interesting video showing the meal prep for their animals. And the Museum of Tropical Queensland's curators did a piece on behind the scenes content, and that was a great insight into what they do. An instructional how-to or explainer. For example, a cooking show if you're a cafe or a restaurant, or an informational piece like this one is. A process story. Content showing how you evolved or overcame challenges to get to where you are today. Interviews or testimonials. Interview a customer, a staff member, or an expert in a topic relating to your business. This could be interesting content for your viewers or even very useful information. Time lapses. I love watching time lapses. They're perfect for showcasing nature. For example, a moonrise or a sunrise or scenic or busy places. The great thing is that you can easily shoot a time lapse from your smartphone. Blooper reel. These are always fun. I mean, who doesn't enjoy laughing at people when they're messing up? You could host a webinar, which is an online real-time conference. This is ideal for communicating important information, for discussions or Q&As. Vlogs, posting regular short videos. With good content, this is an effective way to keep up communication and maintain a presence and connection with your viewers. You could vlog your daily adventures if you have the type of business that lends itself to this type of content. Content like Big Mama Sailing's videos pictured here would make for awesome vlog material. When creating your video content plan, think about how you can relate it to current trending topics. For example, could you showcase your business using a TikTok-style dance challenge? Be sure to comply with social distancing rules, of course. Who remembers this video that went viral last year? So here's what you need to create videos. You'll need a camera. I use our Panasonic Lumix G9. This is a mirrorless photography camera that takes great video too. For action shots like the fly-through of the Strand I filmed or the underwater shots, I like to use my action camera, which is an Insta360 1X with the invisible stick and a dive case for underwater filming. Or you can just use a smartphone. You'll need a tripod. I use this baby for my big camera. And for filming with my iPhone, I use this incredibly nifty little thing from Kmart. It's come in so handy. I love this tripod. If dialogue is key, using a mic is a good idea. Otherwise, pick a very quiet spot and make sure that you're really close to the camera to get good audio. For filming interviews, I usually use a lav mic like I'm using today, or sometimes I use the shotgun mic like this one. Just make sure that your subject is close to the camera if you're using this microphone. With the lav mic, you can even plug it into your smartphone. You'll just need an adapter though to be able to plug it into the smartphone port. You can even use two iPhones, one for capturing audio, one for capturing video. If you do this, make sure that you do a loud clap at the start of recording so that when it's time for editing later, you can easily sync the audio with the video. Depending on how long you need to be filming, you might need to bring a spare battery or a power bank and a charging cord. Finally, unless it's a live video, you'll need an editing app. I use Premiere Pro, but there are a range of tools out there like iMovie, Final Cut Pro, YouTube Editor, or even smartphone apps. My favorite smartphone app is Splice. Now, on to filming tips. Be sure to plan your story beforehand. Make sure you know what message you want the video to convey. Do a location scout beforehand at the specific time of day that you will be filming so you know what the lighting and surroundings will be like at that time. Find a good backdrop. Does it look appealing? Are there distractions? Consider the lighting. You want it to be well lit. You want to avoid backlighting, direct overhead spotlighting, and shadowy lighting. To get decent audio, you will need a quiet location and consider using an external mic like we talked about before. For outdoor filming, remember to check the weather in advance. Your camera needs to be steady, so set it up on something or invest in a tripod. If you're doing handheld filming, use a gimbal or use the tripod and hold the tripod with the camera on it. At the very least, if you don't have any of that, then make sure to lock your elbows in really close to keep your hands steady. Frame your subject aesthetically. Use the rule of thirds or center your subject on the screen. A medium close-up shot works best for this type of video, and wide shots are excellent for showcasing scenery. Use the right orientation. So usually this would be in landscape mode or horizontally. But for Facebook and Instagram stories, you'd want to shoot in portrait mode or vertically. Don't use the digital zoom on the smartphone because this will result in lower resolution and the end product might look grainy. Generally go for eye level, but you may want to use different angles to create a certain effect. For example, you may want to shoot from up high or from down low. If you're editing it later and it's not a live video, and if you're using cutaway shots to make it more interesting, make sure that you shoot extra footage so that you have enough cutaway shots to work with. Be sure to brief your subject beforehand. Give them the script or talking points beforehand. Let them know how long they'll be talking for, where you will be shooting, and what they need to wear. Prompt your subject with questions during filming so that their dialogue flows a bit more naturally. After you've filmed your amazing footage comes the important part of editing the piece to make it a polished video. When editing, keep in mind the following points. Make sure the first few seconds of the video captures people's attention. Keep your video snappy and concise. Trim any unnecessary footage. You can do this in Facebook or Instagram directly if it's just basic trimming. Make it the right length for your platform. For example, an Instagram post has a 60-second limit. However, if you post it on Instagram TV, you can post longer videos. You can also check the option to show a preview of your video on your feed as well as post it on Instagram TV. Add transitions where appropriate. You could use cross dissolves or fades, fade ins, fade outs, dip to black, dip to white, but don't go overboard with your transitions. Add an intro including a title and an outro. You can customize your video with your logo to increase brand exposure. Make sure any background music you use is complementary to the video and doesn't overwhelm any dialogue. Consider using captions for dialogue-heavy videos so that people can watch it with the sound off if they want to. Now on to uploading tips. Make sure you pick an awesome cover pic. This goes for any platform. You can either upload a specific picture to use, or you can scroll through the frames of the video to pick the best picture. Upload in HD, include a compelling title, tags, description, and a call to action at the end. FYI, Facebook and Instagram have a series capability. You can create a series and publish your videos to them. Finally, once uploaded, make sure you monitor your analytics so that you can track what works and what doesn't. VR and 360 media are exciting tools, particularly for the tourism industry, where an experience is what is on offer. VR and 360 media offer a sample of an experience in an immersive way. These videos were actually shot with a 360 camera and can be exported to be viewed in 360 or VR mode. Facebook supports 360 video, where the viewer moves their phone to control what they see. And YouTube supports VR videos, which you can view with VR goggles. You can invest in VR goggles that you simply put your phone in to view in VR. This could be useful, for example, if you had a physical space like a visitor information center, where prospective customers could quickly experience a VR preview of your tour. Facebook and Google Maps supports 360 photos. This is also a great tool for virtually showcasing a place or destination. You can also create a 360 tour with a series of 360 photos. This is really popular in the real estate industry. This virtual tour here is a perfect example, done by the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History. What do you need to create 360 or VR media? To create 360 or VR content, you will need a 360 camera. I use a consumer-level 360 camera, the Insta360 ONE X. There are others out there like the GoPro 360. You'll also need a 360 editor. I use a plugin in the Premiere Pro program, or you could use the software that comes with the camera. If you're producing it for VR, then you'll need a set of VR goggles to view it in. And there you have it, guys. I hope you've learned some useful video tips and techniques. If you have any questions about content creation, then please contact me. Bye for now.